nonprofits, churches, so forth.
Yeah, nonprofits and churches are fine. We've actually done a fair amount of work with churches. A lot of small lighting and HVAC projects. Actually, a lot of business people that will do stuff with their business, and then they'll see how the program works and talk to their church, and we'll do something with their church. So, and we do have a number of small business programs. We've got a small business HVAC tune-up program where instead of replacing a piece of equipment or upgrading, we'll pay an incentive. You should have your HVAC contractor come out in the fall and the spring and tune up your unit so that it runs optimally. Most folks don't do that. So we've got incentives for small businesses to help encourage them to do that. We've worked with a number of 501c3s. And so, yeah, the nonprofits are fine. It's just we can't work with the Village of East Alton. We can't work with Scott Air Force Base. We can't work with a public university. So if it's a public entity, then those folks go under the DCEO program. The other thing we can do is all we need is a company name or an entity name and a street address, and we can do a lookup in our database and tell you over the phone whether your business is eligible or not. So that's just a quick phone call or email to me, or just going on the website. We've got a call center that's manned all the time. That if you can't find one of us individually, there's a call center that helps answer questions day to day.
How does Ameren define small business?
There are rate categories. For Ameren, Illinois, there's DS 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the electric side, and those rate categories are based on your demand. So a small business is defined as a customer below 150 kilowatt demand. So, a bank, a convenience store, a lot of those things are small businesses. When you get into something the size of a big box retail or a grocery store, those businesses tend to start getting out of the small business category. But yeah, there are a few programs that are focused only on small businesses. Just about all of our programs, anybody that's an electric customer is eligible. I guess the other thing to mention is, with the exception of a few of those small business programs, our program is focused on electrical kilowatt hour savings. There's only a very few limited programs that provide incentives for natural gas or therm savings. So,
may I test your knowledge about the residential side?
Sure.
I'm considering an upgrade, and it looks like Alton Energy, if I have the proper upgrade, use the proper contractors, et cetera, that they will offer something of a rebate or an incentive on that upgrade. Is that right?
That sounds right.
And that's separate from the credits that's out there for my taxes.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah, these programs are not associated with tax credits. They're not tied into stimulus funding. These programs are purely funded off of those surcharges that are put in and then are managed by the program. And in most cases, depending on residential or business, you may qualify for a tax credit and you may qualify for Alton Energy funds, and you're able to use both of those. So, and on the residential side, you can go and purchase compact fluorescents at a number of different chains locally, and the cost of those compact fluorescents is subsidized by Alton Energy funding. There's a program where you can have an old refrigerator picked up, and you get a credit for that. So there's an appliance, sort of a cash for clunkers program, but for old appliances that shouldn't be in use. There's some home energy audits. There's some new construction programs for homes that are built to Energy Star guidelines. So there's a pretty good variety of things for you as a residential customer.
Following up on a comment Rick made, can you use any contractor you choose, or are there specific ones?
Well, you can use any contractor that you choose. There are, it's up to you well, I'll couch that. Most of our programs, you can use any contractor that you choose. There are some programs, like the home energy audits, for example, where Emeren has enlisted and pre-qualified a group of contractors that they've trained to do those home energy audits. So, and that actually is to protect customers so that there aren't a million folks out there playing some con game and telling folks that they're doing an audit and not really doing an audit. So there are some programs where there's a specific expertise required and where Emeren is sanctioning or delivering the program. We have a retro commissioning program to help folks identify low-cost and no-cost measures for healthcare facilities and for compressed air systems. And we've pre-selected some contractors to help work with customers on those. But if you're simply doing a lighting retrofit, an HVAC retrofit, if you're doing an upgrade to your business, then it's up to you to decide who to use. Only if we're delivering the program for you are we going to tend to choose those contractors. We do have a program ally network. We have about 400 program allies registered. Those are folks that we've trained. We keep them up to date about program specifics. They represent the program informally, and we keep them plugged into things. So someone that's a program ally with the program may know a little more about the program, and they may have done some projects with us before. But you're not required to use somebody that's registered as a program ally. So it's up to you.
How long do you see the program extending?
Good question. Yeah, a lot of folks get a little cynical about these programs. Oh, it's going to come and it's going to disappear. And there have been some Emeren programs in the past that have come and gone that haven't lasted. The firm that I work for a consulting firm that Emeren hired to help manage the program. We've been in the state of New York almost 20 years. We were in Oregon about 13 years. We've been in Wisconsin more than 10 years. Once these programs are legislated, they don't tend to go away. The program is set up to go, the law's written where it doesn't have to be revisited for 10 years. And the program is initially in place for 3 years, and then we'll sort of relook and reconfigure. But my firm's contract with Emeren, they can extend us from 3 years to 6 years with a signature. So and especially in this economy, the assumption that I would make as a business is that this program is going to be something that's just part of the landscape and something that you should expect to see, for the foreseeable future. But in states that have been doing this for a while, the Midwest is pretty late to the party in doing programs. California and Oregon and places like that and New York have been doing this for 20 years.